Bring me my bow of burning gold. Bring me my arrows of desire. Bring me my spear. O clouds unfold. Bring me my chariot of fire. I will not cease from mental fight, nor shall my sword sleep in my hand, till we have built Jerusalem in England's green and pleasant land.
Right. Well, the war commenced in 1939, but in fact, as a potential evacuee, which my parents had agreed to, that we should, a lot of children around London should be evacuated. So, because Hitler had said he was going to bomb London, and they were very concerned that they would lose too many children. But anyway, I was quite excited about this, and I was very happy to say I would like to be an evacuee. The idea was that we would be transferred to somewhere of safety from London, and to me it was something to look forward to. Well, the day came, and we all had to go to certain railway stations. My mother was with me, and the train came in, and I was so excited I just leapt from her arms to get onto that train.
Yeah. When I was young, my father was working class. He had several jobs. He's a kind of carpenter, but he was also delivered bread and things like that. And so I had, if you like, a poor background, because I lived in the east of London. I was a Cockney kid, really, and a bit of a tearaway, I have to admit. And when the war came along, I was evacuated to Dorking and had some extraordinary adventures there. I watched the Battle of Britain. I watched somebody jump out of a plane and come down on a parachute.
So this is where you got married. So this is Paul's and Dawn to Pete. Okay, great. And what have we got there? Is that something?
Well,
like an Amdram,
that's when I was in Lady Edgeworth School.
My wonderful mum, politically and financially astute, a fantastic homemaker, very good taste, selfless, great delegator, leader, beautiful, glamorous, always tidied up for everybody, created Riverside Walkway, always knew what needed to be done, was an unsung hero, a perfect host, a lively intellect, a great lover of literature, and long-standing chairperson of North Hervey Parish Council.
Mum and Dad were definitely optimists. You never heard them moan or groan about what troubles there were in life and what troubles might beset them. And Dad absolutely believed that as one door shut, another door would open, and what's more, it would definitely be better on the other side.
And I love you, I love you, I love you, like never before.
Dad travelled around the world and had hundreds of adventures, many of which you all know about, met amazing people, lived an amazing life. But he also had the soul of a poet. He never ever got fed up of watching the snowdrops come up in the spring, or talking about the daffodils bouncing in the wind, or watching the birds on his bird table. Dad was amazing, just amazing. He appreciated everything in life.
And I've always had this thing about dolphins. And then when I had this opportunity to study a wild dolphin in the sea, that was so unique that it sort of changed the whole pattern of my life. In fact, I've got photographs of him in all locations where one of his teeth are chipped. And if we can show you, I don't know whether he'll open his mouth for us, but he may show us his chipped tooth. Donald, show us your chipped tooth. Open your mouth. Look.
He's speaking, it's off me.
Yeah, come on. Where's your chip suit?
So this poem is called Shannon's Dream, and it was written by a lady called Joyce Emanuels. When I was born, I was normal like you. Then fate dealt a terrible hand. A mysterious illness entered my brain. Now I can't talk, I can't walk, I can't stand. 'Tis said that dolphins have magical powers and have helped other children like me. I want to go to the home of the dolphins. I want my mind and my body set free. There are many tales spanning hundreds of years of the wonderful things dolphins do. Please help me go to the home of the dolphins. I want to be normal like you. I can't read it even now without getting emotional. Of course, I'm
not surprised. I mean,
I had to help children after that.
Yeah.
And sorry. So that kind of clarified in my mind. There was one of those moments, and I thought, well, I now know what the future is for me.
My amazing dad was a pioneer of atomic science, medicine, scuba diving, underwater photography, marine conservation. He was a polymath, a scientist, a glassblower, a boxer, a carpenter, a salesman, an author, a filmmaker, a lecturer, an original thinker, a mentor and life coach to many, an inspirer, a perpetual optimist, a brilliant communicator, and founder of International Dolphin Watch and the Oxford Under Research Group.
There's a very special lady present, whose age is now fourscore. You'll all know some of her many talents and traits, but I'd like to share some more. Always the very active type, not scared of the odd long walk, Wendy's achievements feature well when envious mountaineers talk. They speak of a wonder Wendy, whose determination wouldn't lack, who trundled up Ben Nevis with a cello on her back. Her weekly outing with the walking group, the dolphin as clean as a pin. Wendy's a very busy lady and does not know how to give in. She'll be out there mowing her voluminous lawn. Do you need help, Horace utters? Not too loud, mind, because well he knows which side his bread is buttered. Her organisational skills legend. Parish Council and Ferriby Boat too. The Riverside Walkway her pastime. These are but just a few. But Horace is always thereabouts to offer his words of advice. Then Wendy's tactical skills come forth and she ignores him in less than a trice. In fact, one of her major successes is the control of Horace, her spouse, with her organising him and packing nearly enough shirts, he dare not leave the house. And if Wendy needs a driver, Horace is up there like a shot. He'll taxi and wait for her with pleasure, although he pretends it's not. Cooking is Wendy's other gem, particularly tarts and Christmas pud. In fact, I'd go as far to say that you'll never taste any as good. Wendy has a patriotic streak. Her business comes to the fore. But in the words of a Devon hotelier, you must never mention the war. If you do, you're off down memory lane, a terrified and young fostered evacuee. Wendy recorded her experiences well, as they were published for all to see. Her great skills in communication were probably learned around then, with lovely neat handwriting, and if orally, tell 'em again. Wendy is kind and helpful, always sees good before bad. Wendy will listen and support you. She'll lift you up when you are sad. Bright, intelligent and glamorous. In her younger years, she was a beauty. I know because we've got pictures. Some a little fruity. I hope that describes Wendy well. A mum-in-law that I can boast. So on this beautiful summer English day, please join me in raising a toast.
Chapter 3, Eyes in the Sand. After swallowing the fish, Dilo set out to explore his new home. The dolphin found himself in a bay that was flat and sandy like the one in which he was born. He decided to see if there were any of the shellfish he remembered. His mother told him they were scallops, but he called them clop clops, because when they swam, their shells went clop clop. His sonar picked up something ahead, hiding in the sand.
My dad, the richest man in the world. Oh, that's what he always said, because that's what he always felt. He genuinely felt he was the richest man in the world because of the life that he'd led, the family that he had, and the love that was all around him and that he generated himself. So how do you sum up a life full of love, fun, happiness, adventures? I don't know how you do it in a few minutes, but I had all that in buckets with my parents, and I've had it all my life. How lucky and blessed I am to have had Horace and Wendy, Mum and Dad.
Wonderful, wonderful our love will be, for you, for me, we're almost there.
The amazing joint attributes of our fabulous parents. They were leaders, they loved to travel, they were honest, they built a lighthouse, they were the rocks in our lives. They were generous, intelligent, kind, loving, conscientious, philanthropic, well ahead of their time, and the best parents, grandparents and great-grandparents you could ever wish for. Melanie and I won the lottery twice.
Not because I've all those bars of gold that I've got under my bed, but because of the fabulous family I've got, and and this is beyond price. You can't go out and buy an event like this. It has to come from love. And I love all of you, and I know that I'm getting love more and more back from you. So thank you, everybody, for the way in which you've made my life so rich over the years, and especially today. So thank you all very much.
3 cheers for Dad. Hip hip.